Good morning.
Good morning. This is Meditation Reflections. Welcome. Another beautiful day in paradise. We're in a peculiar place. We're near the mountain, and we know there's wind all around us because we can see white caps on the sea. But it's reasonably calm right here. We're kind of protected by the mountain a bit from the wind. And if we just go a few kilometers north or south, would be in the wind again. But we're in a sweet spot right here.
Yeah, and of course that changes in the course of the day. I need to clarify that on the mountain. We actually have three mountains here, one of which is Taranaki at 8,700 something feet, and then the Puakai, which is at about 4,000 or 5,000, and then the Kaitaki, and we're nestled up against the Kaitaki, the oldest of the three mountain ranges, and would you say we're within 4 or 5 kilometers of it?
Less than that.
Less than that.
Yeah.
So close enough that we get a lot of wind protection.
But we
here.
do have a sea view and see white caps today.
And the view of the other two mountains as well, because they're kind of in line.
When there's no clouds, we have fabulous vistas.
But this it is kind of nice to have this wind protection. It's much easier in the gardens.
Anyway, back to morning meditation.
It's true. You can look it up on a map. It's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, what I got, it was an interesting beginning to my meditation this morning. What I was seeking was I wanted to look at another, I guess another lifetime, a way to put it, but even as a child, I guess that can be considered another lifetime. So I was brought back to the 1950s, and I'm going, wait a minute, I was alive in the 50s. This is still within my
This lifetime.
So anyway, I was in the city of Metropolis, but that started down a track of thinking about Superman and then heroes, and the fact that there are many heroes on the planet right now, but heroes go through stages of evolution, and even Superman had his what did you call it earlier?
A fortress of isolation.
Fortress of isolation, where he spent time alone to gather his thoughts, his energies, his wisdom, and get some guidance. And so we go through steps and layers and levels, and I thought that was very interesting. Now is the time to come forward with your knowledge, your understanding, your wisdom. So we're all heroes to a certain degree, and but then again, we do need heroes, but we are our own heroes and heroines.
And it kind of paralleled something I was getting. By the way, when you're going into a meditation and your mind goes back to something, why in the world am I thinking about that now? Because it probably wasn't something you chose, but as a springboard to an idea they want to get across.
Yep.
And this is always a good example to me because we tend to parallel. I was asking about the transition and all the changes on the planet and how we're going to accomplish them, and any insights that could be offered by spiritual guidance for that. And what they proceeded to talk to me about was layers of development, that people make their positive choices for a variety of reasons, and it's like layered thinking. This is the range of possibility, and the next range of possibility, and the next range of possibility. But what Spirit was finally explaining to me was it's still a positive choice and a choice for change. And that's the cumulative effect. No matter what the layered reason was, the cumulative effect is positive. The totaling up of all these decisions, no, we can improve that. We can change this. I'm going to change it because I hate this other guy. I'm going to change it because I don't like this one particular company. Or whatever the reason is, it's still a choice to make something better. And that's cumulative. And they were presenting that as the change. The other thing is, when you think about the heroes, you think about Joseph Campbell's Hero with 1,000 Faces. The fact that we choose what we work on, the thing we want to change, and that is our heroic battle. So they matched.
We all have different skills and abilities. Many people are natural leaders, and many people have natural talents of various kinds. And I think exploring and using those and acquiring new skills along the way is very beneficial to not just self, but to the greater collective.
The other thing about facing a challenge, sometimes you don't know you have the skills until you actually choose to face a challenge and figure it out.
Yep.
So putting yourself in kind of the struggle or in harm or dealing with a problem is your choice to be heroic, and your new skills will appear as needed sometimes.
Yeah.
That's spooky as hell, but it's there.
Yeah, we can go beyond our own perceived abilities, and we often do that.
Yeah, and learning that about yourself is equally important.
Yeah.
That was everything.
Yep. All right. Thanks for being here. Check out naturalshaman.com, and we'll see you next time.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings.